Your actions today make a huge impact on your tomorrow. I want you to think about that. The straw you use at a restaurant or the plastic bag you use to carry your groceries. Something that we only use for a couple minutes in our lives can make a lifelong impact. We produce 280 billion kilograms of plastic every year. The number is so large that it's hard to understand how much it actually is. By weight, it equals to 170 million cars, 50,000 elephants, and 30,000 Eiffel Towers. 7.3 billion kilograms of those plastic flows into the sea. Out of all the plastic debris that end up in the beaches and the oceans, flip-flops are one of the most commonly found trashes on the beaches, especially in Bali. Flip-flops are ubiquitous in the warmer climates as they're easy, cheap to produce, and long-lasting. I wanted to use something that we humans have direct contact with and something that I can incorporate in a surfboard. And so, I chose flip-flops. We use them for a while, but once it breaks, we throw it away, unaware of all the consequences and the damage it can cause. The need to save our ocean has become more urgent than ever. We are producing more and more of this hazardous material every day called plastic. In a year, an average person uses approximately 163 kilograms of single-use plastic, and these numbers are expected to keep rising as the population increases. So, why should we care? It's not like it's affecting our day-to-day lives, or so you may think. Plastic is everywhere, in the food we eat, the bottle we drink out of, and even the air we breathe. An ocean activist, Emily de Sosa, states it's estimated that 67% of the seafood we consume contains plastic. Meaning, if you are a regular seafood eater, you could be eating up to 11,000 pieces of plastic every year. And not only are we consuming plastic, but we are also absorbing all the additional toxic chemicals that the plastic takes in while traveling through the sea. Developing countries like Indonesia produce a countless amount of plastic every day due to its affordability. This can be a problem when these places don't have the adequate infrastructures to manage their waste properly. It's a shame that we are ruining beautiful islands like Bali by the second. Bali can offer so much to us, and especially the waves they provide are out of this world. The photo shown on the slide is a picture taken of Kuta Beach here in Bali last year. I've been surfing for almost 4 years now, and I've noticed the vast pile of plastic floating around in the ocean grow over the years. It's heartbreaking to think that I'm one of many who are harming the ocean. So, the question I asked myself was, how can I utilize my love for surfing to make a positive change in our local environment? I decided to start from the basics, the most basic part of surfing in fact, a surfboard. In olden days, surfboards are made of heavy wood and were carved by hand. Nowadays, while anyone can still make wooden surfboards, the sport has evolved to surfers wanting to surf a lighter, more high maneuvering board. Modern day surfboards are made of fiberglass with a foam core, then coated in polyester resin. 70% of the surfboards in the market are fiberglass because they are cheap and easy to produce. But there's a downside. These materials used to build fiberglass surfboards contain toxins that can be a danger to one's health and can leach into the environment, posing a threat to marine life. A broken surfboard left floating in the ocean can be a danger too, and can be consumed by wildlife. Or, if not in the stomachs of the sea creatures, it'll end up joining the expanding island of plastic debris floating off the coast. One day, I was scrolling through Instagram and came across a post about a surfboard made of cigarettes. It instantly caught my attention, and I researched further into it. Turns out the surfboard consists of 10,000 recycled cigarette butts. It was built to raise awareness about ocean pollution and to inspire surfers to take action. The surfboard went viral after winning the Visla's Creators and Innovators Upcycle contest, a competition where you take something considered as trash and turn it into an object that can be used in the ocean. I felt a strong desire to build a surfboard of my own and thought that Quest was the perfect opportunity to take on the challenge. Now, knowing that fiberglass surfboards aren't the most sustainable, I decided to work with Kayu Surfboards, a company based here in Indonesia. They produce their surfboards traditionally out of balsa wood to create beautiful, unique surfboards. Throughout the journey, I participated in several beach cleans and collected over 1,000 flip-flops with the help of Lena Kloss, an artist who specializes in environmental art. I kept the rather clean ones, and the others went to the hand of Lena to be turned into beautiful art. I washed the flip-flops carefully to get rid of all the toxins that they contain and designed what I wanted the footprint surfboard to look like. Originally, I was going to create an actual surfboard, but with the situation we are currently in, it seemed impractical. But I wasn't just going to give up. Instead, I decided to create a 3D model of it online. This was much more difficult than I expected, since I had little to no knowledge about 3D modeling and had no one to teach me. But after many attempts and failures, I was finally able to create something I was proud of. I'd like to utilize the skill I've developed to design my future surfboards and create new patterns and designs to be put on surfboards and to post them online so others can use it as a reference. It's easy to lose sight of the good news amongst all the negative stories you hear about the threats the ocean is facing, from the growing marine pollution to the dying coral reefs. However, there is some hope, and the ocean has been increasingly mentioned on the international agenda, and many are starting to realize how crucial the ocean is as it provides oxygen, food, millions of jobs, absorbs carbon dioxide, and controls the weather. 2020 could potentially be a glorious year for the ocean as governments and industries are taking actions to be a part of the solution. The ocean gives so much to us, and what do we do in return? We trash it, turn it into a garbage dump, and carelessly throw away what is useless to us now. As a surfer, I spend most of my time in the water, and so I'm aware of the threats the ocean is facing. But imagine the others who live far from the sea, oblivious to what's happening to something that covers 70% of our planet. My goal is to build awareness and to inspire others to take part in the solution, not the problem. This can be done by cutting unnecessarily plastic out of our daily routines and recycling the ones we do use. Also, living in Bali, we are constantly surrounded by the ocean, so take advantage of that and participate in a beach clean. Little things like this make a huge impact on your tomorrow. Thank you.